Hi everyone, I am Praveen Chetty and I welcome you all to the video lecture once again. In this video class, I'm going to talk about characteristics of Gothic romance. Before going to the characteristics, let me recapitulate what I did in the previous videos. In my previous classes, I introduced you to the Gothic romance. Then we talked about how Gothic romance can be considered under the genre of novel. And then in the final video, I talked about the Gothic literature and some of the important works of Gothic writers. Now, coming to the characteristics of Gothic romance, we already know something about it, but still let us look at those features one by one. In Gothic romance, we find mystery and fear, and we can see that there are scenes that are set in burial grounds, and we have flickering candles or candle lights that switch on and off. Okay, and then we have evil potions or evil doses or liquid that can cause problems, and then we have such other frightful or concepts that create fear and mystery. Then another significant feature is the omens and curses. In Kannada we call apashakuna, and for curses we say shapa. So we hear lots of curses, and we find that something happens which foreshadows what's going to happen in the future. Or for example, if a pot breaks, that is taken as something of some danger in the future. So such omens and curses are very common in Gothic romances. Then if you look at the atmosphere and setting, it plays a very significant role in Gothic romances, because the atmosphere and setting, they build uh, the background. So usually these Gothic romances take place in dark forests and mountain regions which are unnerving or which make you very weak and insignificant, and then climatic conditions which are ominous or which uh, which talk about or which bring some danger, and then you have threatening storms and castles which create a lot of uh, fear. Then we find supernatural and inexplicable events. Inexplicable refers to something that you cannot explain because it is mysterious, or there is no logic behind why such a thing happens. So supernatural is something that is not natural, and for example, an inanimate object coming to life, for example a drawing becoming a real human being, is something supernatural. And then we have the presence of ghosts, the spirits, and the vampires. Vampires are mythical beasts which suck the blood and live on that. So such things are very common in Gothic romance. Then we also find there is romance or love between the characters there, and sometimes this passionate love leads to a tragedy, or they may end up in death. So causing, and it causes sorrow and unhappiness to the characters there. Uh, we also see that the villains are mainly male characters, and these male characters occupy important positions like kings or priests. But with the advent of feminist movements, there are female villain characters also. Then we can see that the most of the characters that we find in Gothic romance are characters which have emotional distress, or emotionally they suffer from some problems, and some of them are going to the extent of being mad, or we can say that they have very high emotions, and that is seen in Gothic romances. Then nightmares. So it's not dreams, it is nightmares. Nightmares is something that uh, is like a dream, but which creates fear in you. And these nightmares actually show the mental state of the characters, and um, they are good examples to show how a character feels um, before they actually face some problems. And then we have a damsel in distress in Gothic romance. A damsel is unmarried woman, and she is in trouble. Distress is problem, and you find such spinsters in problem, and usually such damsels are captured in a castle, or in dungeon, or they are terrorized by a nobleman, or by some powerful class. So these people or these damsels are are under some kind of control, and they are controlled usually by men. And finally, we have anti-hero. Anti-hero refers to the protagonist who, because of his problems, succumbs to the circumstances. He usually sometimes faces he is easily influenced by the circumstances there, or because of some weakness he faces problems, and that is the anti-hero in Gothic romance. I hope you enjoyed this video lecture. Thank you.